Hey everyone, it's Rambling with Hour. Oh my gosh, it's Rambling Hour with Lisa, season 20, episode 4, coming to you live from the living room for a cozy autumn, almost Christmassy special. So, I think I don't know if I have my Wi-Fi on or not, but hopefully we have a good connection. I have a hot mug of cocoa with some marshmallows on top. And says, baby, it's cold outside. So do you have too many Christmas mugs or winter mugs? I decided to set up a little station in the dining room on this side there with we have that machine that makes coffees with the little pods. We don't really use it because first of all, we don't really drink coffee, me and Steve, but also they're expensive. I don't know how good they are for the environment, although you can get refillable ones, I think. But I think they're good for when you have guests over and then people can choose from a variety of flavors and stuff like that. So I put it out there and it's red. So it goes with the Christmas stuff. But then I have spilled to myself and on the couch. I have a tray. I'm going to set this down until it's, still too hot for me to drink. I have a tray and I'm going to grab some tissue. I have a wooden tray that you can have flat. I bought it to put on the poof, the footstool, so that it can work like a coffee table, because we don't have a coffee table in here, but we don't want a coffee table in here because then I can't do my workouts and stuff. So anyways, it's a tray, but then so it can be like a serving tray, but it has legs that can open too. So it can be the one you would have over you in bed if you had breakfast in bed kind of thing. Anyways, I have that over on the side with the coffee machine. And then I have a bunch of different mugs and stuff for Christmas, or winter or whatever. And so I'm making a little station there with I'll have marshmallows like that in a thing and sugar. It says slow connection. Hopefully we're okay. And I'm not talking slow. Anyways, yeah, welcome to my home. You can see here that I put the orange slice things that we did a few weeks ago up on this tree that I use for every season. And then I have my little stick and orange toadstools from a few years ago on here, making it look very Yule-like for those of you who celebrate Yule instead of Christmas. And then my little cozy, this could go for lots of different seasons too, but I have it with my Christmas stuff. And then I have my little bird that I got from Samantha for my birthday. And I have a few books that I've read this week, as well as some paper copies of it that I've read. Actually, that reminds me, I see the little thing going up and down, so I think my sound is good, but I'm got my iPad just to check my sound. How do we do? Oh, look, Lisa's live right now. Got my iPad just to check my sound. Lisa is live and her sound is good. So anybody who would like to comment, go ahead. It's very warm in here. I chose this outfit today because we were going out we finally, with Aurora's birthday, September 30th, Thomas's birthday 10 days later, October 10th, my birthday 11 days later, October 21st, and then Owen's birthday on November 25th. We finally went out for supper today. 4 is coming up a lot today, actually. We finally went out for dinner for our birthdays. So we got together with the family for that. And the staff at the place that we go were wearing these for the festive season. Plum pudding is something that they have at Christmas here. And J.W. Lee's is a type of alcohol. So they had these plum pudding, some of the servers were wearing these, and I asked them if they had any extras, but I was half joking and half nice. She said she could get me a pair. I'm like, oh, you have extras? And she's like, yeah. So I actually got these and I wore them all supper time. But I took them off when I went to the facilities because I didn't want anybody to ask me, thinking I worked there, ask me questions for stuff. So this is my outfit for going out tonight. It's again, in between winter and autumn. Feeling cozy. Brought down the bin. So all the Christmas decorations are down. Living room and dining room are almost done. And then, it doesn't look even now, does it? shorter there and longer. Maybe it's all right. Anyways, yeah, the living room and dining room are almost fully done. Everything is going to get done quicker. Yes, I know it's November 30th. I wanted everything done by tomorrow, but for the fact that we just brought the Christmas decorations down, I'm actually really quite happy with the progress that I've made in the little bit of time that I've had. So I'm feeling good. I'm feeling all right. What day did we get the Christmas decorations done? I think Wednesday after painting. Maybe Wednesday or Thursday. I'm not sure, but I can't remember exactly. Anyhow, I thought I would just do a regular rambling hour because I'm tired, guys. And we've done the autumn ones the last few weeks, and that has been a lot of work, especially like last Sunday, I did the, from the kitchen, the autumn from the kitchen, and then it turned over into Monday, which took me all day to film, even though it only turned into just under 2 hours that I added to YouTube. And then on Tuesday, I spent all day editing it to cut out all the bits of me stirring or whatever, or just no sound, like, cause I'm just busy doing stuff and everything, so that it wasn't hours and hours and hours of that. I put it down just to the minimum, but still hopefully entertaining for you. And what else was there? And then we babysat this past week. We went to a play called Hogfather, like sort of like Godfather, but it was like Father Christmas. So it's called The Hogfather. I guess it's actually a real play by, I can't remember the author, but this was like their take on it at the theater that we go to. Really awesome. Really cool. And at the end of it, we did a review. They asked people to come down and review, like they would film for reviews to put onto their social media and stuff, and we did. And then they talked about, like, to Erica about being, because Erica's a drama student and everything else, so they said just to keep up with their website and stuff like that, and that, you know, she an audition for some of the plays they have. So that's cool. Anyways, well, any of us could, because they said we have an advantage that we have Canadian accents, which could be it's easier for a Canadian to do an American accent than it is for a Brit to do an American accent. The only thing is I don't think I can act that well. So, I mean, I can do this accent, but can I act? Any hooser. I mean, there's lots of things that you do too. Even if you can't act, there's like, you know, light technician, sound technician, wardrobe, set design. Like there's so many other factors that go into, theater and plays and stuff like that you don't have to. I'm thirsty, but this is still pretty hot. Even the cup. Yeah, you don't have to be an actor per se. Well, I don't think Mom's watching right now because she's in Hawaii. Because all my mom does now is travel the world. But so I'll go over the books because if she doesn't like watching me do the books anyway, so. Steve doesn't like when I do that either. But he isn't watching either, I don't think. I broke my tooth on Thursday too. I think it's half of my tooth, but I think it's a filling because I think this is the same one that fell out before. And I thought I broke my tooth in half, but when I went, she said it was a filling, and I don't know for sure, but it happened on Thursday. And so I was going to call on Friday, but then it's Friday, and I thought, poor them, like, of course it happens like right before the weekend, so I thought, like, it's not hurting, it's just weird, so I will call them tomorrow. Finally able to drink a bit of that. Oh, it's actually not just hot chocolate, it's actually chili hot chocolate, and it's quite nice. It tastes exactly like what you would think it tastes like. It tastes like hot chocolate with some chili in it. So, books. So I want to say that I thought I remembered telling you guys about this book, or I told somebody about this book, and what I said about it is that, like, I don't think I reviewed it with you guys yet, but when I ordered it, I thought it would be good. I heard the author, Ryan Holiday, on, I don't know if it's the Colbert Report or something that he was getting interviewed on. And it sounded like a good book, so I thought I'd get it. And then I found out it's one in a series of 4, the Stoic Virtues series. And this is, I think, the 4th book in it. and then I was like, oh no. Yeah. So the Discover the Full Stoic Virtue series, Right Thing Right Now, Courage is Calling, Discipline is Destiny. And then this one is called Wisdom Takes Work by RHwL. Oh, let me do a, and it is, you don't need all the books to enjoy this one. And I thought, oh boy, like self-help books, I like all that kind of stuff. Am I going to like this? And actually, I really did like it. It is a cross between like kind of like self-help, but it has a little bit of like when I used to be into like Zen stuff, like Buddhism. Like I didn't study Buddhism, but it's more like the Zen philosophies, you know, Confucius says and stuff like that. So yeah, it's like a philosopher. That's it. Philosophy. So courage, temperance, justice, wisdom. RHwL is among the most psychologically wise authors I know, says Angela Duckworth, best-selling author of Grit. Wisdom, the virtue on which all other virtues depend, courage, discipline, and justice, key to a life of meaning and purpose, all flow from first knowing what's what. The pursuit of wisdom is a challenge for a whole lifetime. Are you open to listening? Are you willing to question? Are you here to learn? Wisdom is work, but it's worth it. Let's see, is there something else? Wisdom has been called the mother of the virtues. It gives us perspective, uncovers truth, and guides us on life's journey. But this critical yet rare ability, discernment, is not one we are born with. Wisdom must be cultivated. It is earned, hard won. There are no shortcuts. The heroes in this book understood this. Marcus Aurelius, Zeno, Montague, Abraham Lincoln, Joan Didion, Maya Angelou. They learned to keep an open mind in times of division and disruption, to observe and take notes, to read and listen deeply. In this fourth and final installment of his best-selling Stoic Virtues series, RHwL teaches us how we too can nurture wisdom by listening more than we talk, thinking with nuance, and ruthlessly questioning our own beliefs. And he shows how dangerous power and intelligence can be without the tempering influence of wisdom. Figures like Elon Musk often offer cautionary tales of brilliance turned against itself and the world. Timely and incisive, this book explores the challenges and gift of the life lived in pursuit of wisdom and shows us the way forward. I liked that about it too, is that he talked about people in the past, you know, again, old philosophers or things that old leaders from thousands of years ago to hundreds of years ago to at people now or in our recent past. And it's really interesting to see the similarities and the, like, you know, just the things that, like he said, like you can have people in power who are not wise, and you can have wise people who have no power, but they might be some of the wisest people ever to exist. So I really did enjoy this, and it was nice to get back to a bit of psychology. And it wasn't, don't let the psychology part scare you. It's not complicated, like too hard to understand type things. But let me get to one of the ones that I listened to that I don't have the book anymore. And that one I started, like, I need to listen to this one again. So it's called Revelation, Joseph's Message. And it was when I felt the same way reading this one as I did when I started reading, like, about, a little bit. This one was easier, but a little bit like, what's it called? What is it called? The physics, the really hard physics. Guys, help me out here. Quantum physics is way over my head. I don't get it. I don't need to. And it doesn't mean I'm not intelligent. It just means that people's brains work differently, and mine does not get the quantum physics, and that's okay. So when I started listening to this one, some of it was like, what is he saying? I need to listen to this again to understand what he's saying. But anyways, this is a book, Revelations, Joseph's Message. And I'm going to do this so that I can do the fancy, throw it in there with the real cover when I do it, and then turn me around, put this on YouTube, because it's only on Facebook for 30 days. I actually was looking into today. I need to continue to look into it and figure out how I can, like, I don't know how many cameras I'm going to have set up or whatever, but I'm going to, like, live stream from YouTube, Facebook, who knows where. So this book, A Book to Change Your World. Joseph is a spirit guide who has lived many times on Earth, reaching back into history as far as Atlantis and beyond. Speaking through the mediumship of Michael G. Racia, Joseph has delivered his vital message for mankind over a period of 3 years, offering a completely different way of looking at life, an insight into the amazing potential of the human spirit, and a plan for changing the future of this planet before it's too late. Joseph's message invites you to understand who and what you really are, where you came from, why you are here, and the miraculous things you are capable of achieving. Joseph will revolutionize your views on a variety of topics, including thought, love, healing, religion, illness, violence, power, and the very nature of reality itself. This book will empower you by revealing the essential truth about yourself and your world, and through it you will not only discover your spiritual heritage, but will also be made aware of the vital, active part you play in creation. Revelation, Joseph's Message by Michael G. Racia. That's R-E-C-C-I-A. With essential contributions from Jane Racia, Peter Marshall, David Openshaw. Through the mediumship of, so I read all that. I liked it. And the thing is, like, if you believe in all that spiritual stuff, which I do, when you have, guides and, like, very wise beings from beyond that come through, a lot of times do you know how Shakespeare is English, but sometimes it doesn't make sense and you would have to get somebody to almost like decipher it for you? It's not always like that with spirit guides and stuff, but sometimes the words of ancient wise ones that come through, they use big words or words that or they might say things not in a parody, but yeah, sometimes the words are just like what you have to listen to it again, or like really, like even when I said with philosophy, sometimes even a quote by Confucius or something might mean something simple, but the way it's worded, you're just like, huh? Until somebody explains it to you or whatever. And that's just how I felt about that book. Well, I got enough out of it that I understood lots of it and I appreciated it, but it is one that I would like to listen to again, and I think I'll get more out of it the second time. So moving on, should I do the ones, well, let's just stick to the ones that I listened to from, like I said, I took pictures of because Feathers was closing, so they gave a bunch of books to the spiritual church. So here is Colin Fry, Secrets from the Afterlife, from TV's leading psychic medium. He's the real deal, says Susie Quattro. So Colin Fry is a medium. You may have seen him on TV or heard of him. And just like... So let me read the synopsis. Colin Fry is the acclaimed star of Sixth Sense, but six is spelled with the number 6 and then IXTH, which I haven't seen the show Sixth Sense. And Psychic Private Eyes, and is UK TV's leading psychic medium. Not only are his viewing figures huge, he also tours the country speaking to massive audiences. So many people want to see him because he's the keeper of remarkable secrets. When loved ones pass over, where do they go? How do you know if they're okay? Are they still aware of us? Can they do anything to help? Is there a way to keep in touch with them? What it's like on the other side? In this extraordinary book, Colin explains how understanding the spirit world has made his own life so much easier. And he also describes how many, many people ask him to connect with their loved ones who have passed over. The stories of these encounters make incredible reading. You will not be surprised by the amount of comfort he can bring to others, but you will be amazed by the secrets he discovers from the afterlife and how hearing them can change your perspective forever. So the thing I like about reading these mediums books, and even when Steve and Jackie have theirs come out, is that there's so many actual, like I said, all of us can talk to the afterlife. We're getting signs from them all the time, even if it's them coming to us in our dreams or whatever. So we all have the potential to do this. Like I said, everybody can draw. Just some of us are better than others. Some of us have to work really hard at it and will get good. But everybody can pick up a pencil and draw with your mouth, foot, whatever, even if you don't have a hand. You know what I'm saying. But reading all these psychics books is just, there's so many different ones out there now. And so even if you don't believe in this, why would this many people be lying about it? But also, if you read different ones, you can see the through themes that it's like, oh, okay, maybe there is something to this, them leaving signs or them coming to us in our dreams, or these things that all these different mediums will talk about. And you might find a medium who you resonate with more than other ones. So, which is what Jackie is for me. But speaking of, so this is TJ Higgs, and I don't know her either, but I guess she has worked with Colin Fry, who I've heard of him, but I don't know if I've really heard of her. But TJ Higgs, I've seen on The Three Mediums. I guess that's a TV show. I don't know. Signs from the Afterlife. Again, I don't know how old these books are, actually. She's amazing. TJ has a direct line to the afterlife, says Colin Fry. So that one was called Secrets from the Afterlife. This one's called Signs from the Afterlife. So I like this as well because signs, this is telling you guys what kind of signs to look for, how the spirit world tend to leave signs for us or give us signs, and you know, what to do with them if you get certain signs or whatever. So yes, or how to ask for signs. So there was a lot in this. I'll just flip this. Wait, why do I have, I think I got extra. Yeah, that's the next book. Oh, wait a second. Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay. I'm getting a bunch of stuff jumbled up. I really need to like write my reviews right after I listen to the book. But anyways, this is TJ Higgs. And I'll do this for me to do another, or even on this side this time. So TJ Higgs. Reading the Signs. Packed full of astonishing true stories, Signs from the Afterlife reveals how leading psychic medium TJ Higgs receives messages and communicates amazingly accurate information from the other side. She also describes how we can use her powerful techniques for ourselves. TJ explains how to recognize and read the signs sent to us by those who have passed over. Through learning to decode subtle symbols from the afterlife, we too can connect more closely with our departed loved ones and become masters of our own destinies. TJ Higgs appears on hit TV shows including Psychic Private Eyes, that's when Colin Fry was on as well, and The Three Mediums, and runs her own Center for Psychic Development. In Signs from the Afterlife, she shares the secrets that have made her the star she is today. There's also another book by her called Living with the Gift. So that is TJ Higgs. Now this one is where I was getting confused, but this is a Zen master. So this one, The Power of Quiet in a World Full of Noise. It's interesting that I went from this to the other one, wherever I put it. Oh, there, the Wisdom Takes Work, because this is one that is more, that one's more psychology. This one is more like the Zen teachings and philosophy and everything else. He is a monk, and but I really liked it. So it's called Silence, The Power of Quiet in a World Full of Noise. And we know, me, especially being the rambling hour, silence is not something that I tend to, you know, like even when I'm having quiet time with myself, if I'm busy doing stuff with no one around, I still sometimes will talk out loud to myself. It's not that I can't have quiet, but I don't know what it is. So, it's by, I don't know how to pronounce it exactly, but it's Thich Nhat Hanh, best-selling author of Peace is Every Step. So, Silence. I'll just show you guys the cover like that, and that's his name. And I'll read you the synopsis. Oh, I'll just do this. And the synopsis is, one of the author's finest works, says Library Journal. Zen master Thich Nhat Hanh, one of the most respected and celebrated religious leaders in the world, shares this profound and practical guide to harnessing our most powerful inner resource, silence, to discover happiness, purpose, and peace, combining powerful stories, timeless wisdom, and mindfulness techniques. Thich Nhat Hanh shows us that silence is at the heart of the happiness we seek. The practice of mindfulness is very simple. You stop, you breathe, and you still your mind. You come home to yourself so that you can enjoy the here and now in every moment. What you need, what we all need, is silence. Stop the noise in your mind in order for the wondrous sounds of life to be heard. Then you can begin to live your life authentically and deeply, says Thich Nhat Hanh. A portion of the proceeds from your book purchase supports Thich Nhat Hanh peace work and mindfulness teachings around the world. He talks about that too, like meditation and quieting. Is that sometimes it's just going for a walk with yourself, just sitting and listening to bird song. There's so many things that are just mindfulness, living in the moment. Right now, me and you. Mom says, "Hi, Lisa." "Hi, Mom. Are you home yet, or are you still in Hawaii?" So me and you right now. Well, if you're watching this live, we're living in the moment. I'm right here with my camera, right here with whoever's watching, living in the moment. We're doing this right now. It doesn't matter what I'm doing tomorrow, what I did yesterday, although we already talked about those things, but it's right here in this moment, living in the moment. And we're happy that the camera's working. I have a nice outfit. The background looks good. And I have your company. So living in the moment. And then that was just something else. Okay, so let's go back to sorry, Mom, I'm doing books, but I'm almost done the books. So let's go back to my stack over here. Getting away from the spiritual stuff for a minute, but still supernatural. This one's called American Cosmic by D.W. Pasulka, UFOs, Religion, and Technology. Why did I put my glasses on too? This is one that I heard the author on a podcast a few years ago, and I finally got to reading this. Mom says still in Hawaii. Well, say hello to everyone, Mom, and enjoy your holiday there. We're cozy in our warm house right now because it's not as hot here as it would be in Hawaii. D.W. Pasulka's book is nothing short of spectacular and intriguing, a mind-blowing read of fascinating insight. Her research and knowledge present a whole new truth, some of which is very scary, and we don't scare easily, said Chad and Carrie Hayes, writers of The Conjuring and The Conjuring 2. From a solid base of scholarship, Dr. Pasulka introduces us to the players of the frontier of biological and physical research. Her sharp insight is drawn from her research into spiritual phenomena, updated by her travels from the purported UFO crash sites of New Mexico to the archives of the Vatican. The result is a timely introduction to the revelations in our collective future, says Jacques F. Vallée, author of Wonders in the Sky. UFOs are a remarkable phenomenon that both believers and skeptics initially have a hard time connecting to religion. American Cosmic is a vivid and even moving account of the way this strange world works as a kind of sacred mystery for those within it. T.M. Lorman, author of When God Talks Back. Here's the actual synopsis for the book. More than half of American adults and more than 75% of young Americans believe in intelligent extraterrestrial life. This level of belief rivals that of belief in God. American Cosmic examines the oh my goodness, why can't I read today? American Cosmic examines the oh my gosh, one more time. Ready? American Cosmic examines the mechanisms. Why can't I just say it all at once? Mechanisms. American Cosmic examines the mechanisms at work behind the thriving belief system in extraterrestrial life, a system that is changing and even supplanting traditional religions. Over the course of a 6-year ethnographic study, D.W. Pasulka interviewed successful and influential scientists, professionals, and Silicon Valley entrepreneurs who believe in extraterrestrial intelligence, thereby disproving the common misconception that only fringe members of society believe in UFOs. She argues that widespread belief in aliens is due to a number of factors, including their ubiquity in modern media, like the X-Files, which can influence memory, and the believability lent to those media by the search for planets that might support life. American Cosmic explores the intriguing question of how people interpret unexplainable experiences and argues that the media are replacing religion as a cultural authority that offers believers answers about non-human intelligent life. It was actually really interesting, and I thought it was cool. Like, not only is she talking to professionals and everything else like that, but it goes over, like, if, say, there's 5 people who experience something, and it's just like it's things that are unexplained. Also talking to people who have been in the military, who have been to crash sites or are the ones who investigated this and now are able to talk. I really enjoyed it. D.W. Pasulka is a professor of religious studies at the University of North Carolina, Wilmington, and chair of the Department of Philosophy and Religion. Her current research focuses on religious and supernatural belief and practice, and its connections to digital technologies and environments. She is the author and co-editor of numerous books and essays. She is also a history and religion consultant for movies and television, including The Conjuring 2013 and The Conjuring 2 2016. She has been the principal investigator for numerous grants, including the federal grant program Teaching American History, which supported middle school and high school teachers in their efforts to teach religious and American history to public school students throughout North Carolina. So also the thing is, like, also say, like, if there was a something that crashed and it looks like it's from the future or from a different type of technology, like it's out of this world, but then investigating it, is it just something that us regular people don't know about, but a country, whether it's America or Russia or whoever, is testing this new technology and, you know, just something happened. So it's really interesting. It's way, way, way really cool. It's not just scientific. It's not just religion. It's not just spiritual. It's like a mix of everything and questioning everything and talking to real people with real research and everything else. So again, it's called American Cosmic, and I know it's American, but it's good for anybody in the world, especially if you're just interested in this stuff a little bit. Because when you know something, you just know it. Your beliefs are your beliefs. If you've experienced something, no one saying, "Oh, you're crazy" or "that didn't happen" can change your mind from what you've experienced. And you know that whether it's a spiritual experience or a like an alien experience, or if it's just meeting a celebrity experience, like, nobody can tell you that something didn't happen that you know or believe in your life did actually happen. Hot chocolate. I don't allow myself to sit down enough and have something like this. But I had one yesterday too, because yes, it's a lot of calories, but it was getting me in the mood for decorating. I've showed you guys this one before, the Witch's Cookbook, and the next one as well. I actually, actually, this is the first time I've listened to this, but I took pictures of it a long time ago, and I actually sent a copy of this to my sister-in-law. But it's called The Witch's Cookbook. 50 wickedly delicious witchcraft-inspired recipes. But if I did tell you guys about it, I didn't do this part, which is how when I take pictures of those and I post about it, I know that I've already read this or given a review or whatever. Craft a cauldron filled with magical meals. A journey of magic and culinary exploration awaits with 50 wickedly tasty dishes, each featuring mythical yet familiar ingredients that can help bring about bountiful energies in your life. Join in harmony with the other kitchen witches to make a variety of sacred meals part of your daily practice, including roaches ruin breakfast sandwiches to attract strength and endurance, multi-chakra tapas to enhance and awaken your root, heart, and third eye chakras, love vitality potion to offer love to another, earthy buckwheat crepes to attract wealth and prosperity, bad vibes vanishing blueberry coffee cake for protection of body and mind, toadstool toppers to increase your intuition and mental powers. The Witch's Cookbook is a recipe grimoire guaranteed to make every meal magical. But I mean, it's a cookbook. Who doesn't want to just do these recipes anyways? When I was listening to it, the recipe and the pictures in this book, the pictures are full color, like glossy pictures, and the recipes are just, yeah, I can't wait to do some of these recipes. And I want to do like I know I do like food Fridays, like I post about food Fridays, but I swear I need like a day where it's like Friday, I'm going to make a couple recipes, like whatever I make for dinner, or like something new. Like Fridays, whether I talk about it or not, I need to like start doing some recipes. And so books like this one and the other one that I showed you guys last week are perfect books for me to get recipes out of. Okay. Next, this one's called A Spell Book for the Seasons. And I did listen to this one months ago as well, but I didn't do the picture thing. So I listened to it again so I could tell you guys about it, and I really enjoyed it. And again, this one is a pretty one too. It's got like really nice artwork in it. Well, of course I opened to a page that doesn't have anything like for the different seasons. So you don't even need to read this one all at once. You can just enjoy the different seasons. And it tells you, it does have spells and stuff, but it tells you about different things that are good for those seasons. It tells you about mythology. And let me read the synopsis. All right. That's what they're telling you what it's about. So I don't have to tell you what it's about. I can just tell you that I really liked it. Cast spells to bless your life and home. Spells. Remember guys, spells. These are just blessings. These are prayers. These are daily affirmations. Anything you speak is basically a spell. This just helps you to choose your words wisely and put out into the universe what you actually want to attract. So, cast spells to bless your life and home, embrace change, and bring in prosperity. Remember, prosperity and abundance, those two things don't mean money. Prosperity and abundance are descriptive words to mean you can be prosperous in a lot of different things. You can have an abundance of a lot of things. So you really need to make sure you use your words with, like, you want an abundance. Abundance of what? Zits? Or money, or an abundance of bills, or an abundance of love from your family. Like, you need to really choose your words wisely. Okay, bring in prosperity, fulfillment, and energy throughout the year. From smudging with sage, not white sage, but you can use other types of sage or other things, to cleanse your home in the spring, to midsummer rituals to inspire creativity, to protection spells in autumn and winter healing blessings. There are spells for every season, all gathered together here to celebrate our magical connection with the natural world. Sarah Coyne, also known as Tutor Beth, is a hereditary practitioner of the craft. The rules and gifts of herb lore, scrying, healing, tassomancy, numerology, and candle magic have been passed down to her through several generations. So welcome Natural Change with Magical Blessings by Tutor Beth. And like I said, the book is just really pretty to look at. It feels good to look at as well. So that one. And then lastly, this one, I don't even remember where I got this book, like suggested to me, or why I ordered it. So it's as weird as it sounds. It's called Brian Banana Duck Sunshine Yellow. The only thing I will say about this book is Sunshine Yellow is things that make you happy. And that's what it's about for Brian. Just things that make him happy. On Friday nights, all day Saturday, and most of Sunday, I stay with Nana and Grumpy Yellow. One Saturday, I got lost twice. The first time, a big prawn found me. The second time, I found my own way home. A quirky, totally original visual poem to the child's innate celebration of all that is creative in the human heart, says Dr. Robin Sheehan Bright. Shortlisted for the CBCA Picture Book of the Year and the APA Best Design Book of the Year award. It's very creative and artsy. I don't know if there's no, it doesn't say anything about the author, I don't think. Yeah, it just gets right in and out of the book. It's very easy and simple to read. And it's yellow and happy and artsy. So I'm not suggesting go out and get it. Check it out at the library if you want. It's interesting. It's a very quick read, but it is something that I did read this in the last couple of weeks. So I wanted to add it in with my books that I've read. Big Finger. All right. What else shall we talk about? I talked about that. I have some more hot chocolate because I'm not hot enough in this outfit. Sorry if you heard me drinking. I know those sounds are gross. When I was doing my live, or like when I was recording the videos of me making the recipes on Monday, when I had to like fast forward or like speed up things, I was like, oh, the sound is so annoying because if I was just mixing or doing stuff on, because of the microphone, you just kept hearing like me breathing. And I was like, oh, that's annoying. I don't think people will enjoy that because I'm not enjoying it. So now I want to drink my hot chocolate and I'm trying to get the marshmallows on top, but I don't think you guys like the gulping of the hot chocolate. Anyways, I'm really excited about Christmas decorations and I'm really excited that they're all down here and I'm really excited that I'm like halfway done or whatever. Like it's going better than I thought. It doesn't feel cluttered and overwhelming and I'm just really excited about it. Tomorrow is December 1st. Crazy time is just flying by. This is going to be a very, well, every year is hard for different people and every Christmas can be hard for a lot of different people. This is going to be a very difficult Christmas for my family and some of the people in my family even more so than others. But I am so happy and blessed to have had so many wonderful family Christmases with my siblings and parents and everything. So I'm pretty sure you guys know what I'm talking about with my brother passing away in April. And this will be the first Christmas without him. So, my love and prayers to his wife and daughters and getting through any day, let alone a day when you're supposed to be happy and celebrating and thinking about family and knowing that someone's not there. He will be there in spirit, but it's not the same. And even that's coming from me who believes in the spirit world and knows that they're around us. It's still not the same. It's not the same. Even if you know that we'll be together again, which I believe we will, even if you know that 100%, it's not the same as it's not the same as having them here physical, it's just not. So as happy as I try to be with life, especially on my rambling hours and stuff, I realize that not everything is hunky-dory and that some things are harder than other things. And yeah, so my heart does go out to those who are having a difficult time in life right now, or even coming up to this season. There's even people who are bah-humbug. Well, there's people who don't celebrate Christmas, but there's also people who are bah-humbug about Christmas who really don't like Christmas because of different reasons. Sorry, I just realized there's like a teddy bear up on a shelf there and he's wearing like a bit of a vest and I was trying to see if our vests match a little bit. But he's a bit too tall for me to get. Like I'd have to get a step ladder and I don't know where it is right now. So next Sunday, okay, so that's the thing is that it's already December 1st tomorrow. So even though I was going to be lazy today and just go over the books with you and stuff, like I didn't want to do a Christmas one yet today. But saying that, as today's the 30th, so next Sunday is like the 7th, I think, and then the 14th, 21st, 28th. So that's 3 before Christmas. And then one of those days, like the 24th or whatever, like I'll be reading Christmas stories for the kiddos. So 3 Sundays before Christmas, we have Christmas crafts, Christmas from the kitchen, and just, I don't know, just another. So I have those coming up. I don't know which one's coming first, which one next Sunday. Should I do crafts before? Yeah, let's do crafts before kitchen just because I already did the kitchen last week. So let's do Christmas crafts next Sunday. Any suggestions for Christmas crafts? Go ahead and let me know. I like doing quick things that are easy and that you might want to do with your kids or grandkids or nieces or nephews or kids you babysit or whatever kids are in your life. Oh, I could actually add probably some hot water to this because there's still some hot chocolate powder on the bottom. So what else is up? We've had some weather below zero, so I've been keeping an eye on the greenhouse. I need to go out and do some work in there actually with some of the plants. But my quick most focus is just trying to get the Christmas decorations up and done. So that's done. And then in the office, I'm working on my scrapbooking stuff, just reorganizing it so it's easy to access when I want to work on something. And I am looking into applying for permanent residency, so that's on the agenda. What else is on my agenda? Like scrapbooking and journaling and painting. I need to finish paintings from the last few weeks, and there's 2 that I have from, I don't know, the spring, I think, that I need to finish. So that's on the agenda. The table is waiting over there for me and Steve to get to it to finish our paintings. So yeah, lots to do, always lots to do. I have so many hobbies and I don't know how anybody could be bored or not know what to do with their lives. I just have too many things that I love doing and not enough time to do them all. But decorating is taking all the stuff down from the loft and taking everything out of its boxes and everything. That's not the fun part. And then putting it away isn't the fun part either, especially bringing it back up. Like, it's heavy and it's a lot of work. But setting it out and decorating and making different displays and all that, I love that. And then the feeling, the cozy feeling, and the way that even changing the tablecloth and a few throw pillows and a throw blanket can change the whole atmosphere is pretty cool, that you can just change it like that. So I love that. And I'm glad that I did it, because I have missed out on decorating for a few seasons. And even last Christmas, I did enjoy my simple decorations last Christmas. But I'm glad that I have everything down and everything to choose from, even if I don't use everything. Outside, Steve bought some new lights for outside. So that we did talk about that we need to get the big ladder. I don't mind going up the ladder, and we're going to try and, install these new Christmas lights outside, these LEDs or whatever this new technology is. I said the outside is up to him. So he bought these lights and I'll help him put them up, but it's whatever he wants, wherever he wants them. People can't really see our house anyways, unless they come to our house. So you can't see it from the road. So to me, it's not, well, actually you can see one end of the house, the one side of the house. So if we decorate that side with lights, then people from the different streets and stuff will see that. Plus, from behind our house, the apartment sees us. So there is, and then through the train tracks, there is some visual, but not it's not on the street where people will just see our house. So that's why it hasn't meant as much to me to decorate outside. Not only that, it's just really weird to me to not have snow outside for the winter. And I think about places like Australia where they're in spring right now and it's going to be summertime for Christmas, or even places like Florida or even BC where it's more mild like this for Christmas. And I realize that most of the world doesn't have snow for Christmas, but lots of the world does have snow for Christmas, and that's where I grew up. So it's weird to me to put these little Christmas trees outside with lights on them, and they're next to things that are still green. So just weird. So I think I don't know. I was like, when I build my new house, I don't know what I'm even talking about. When I was thinking, I would love a covered porch on the outside of the house where you see these people on the internet who make these displays, and it looks so good on their patio or covered porch. But here it rains a lot and it's not covered out our front door. So even pumpkins out there or anything will just get wet and soggy. So even that big hot chocolate cup I made, if you put it outside, it's just going to get weathered and wrecked. Well, because also the hot chocolatey part is made of cardboard, so that won't work. But if you had a covered porch area, but we can't have everything that we want. Speaking of which, I love our house. I'm so grateful for everything that I do have. I love our family. I love my husband. I love my friends. I love technology for me to be able to keep in touch with people that I want to interact with, because it's just made it so much easier to find people who you really fit with instead of just the people in your village and that you have to hang out with whether you like them or not, because that's the only people around you. So, I haven't colored in a long time either, so I would like to color. And then getting back to the miniatures as well, it is the season. I know the Up on the Shelf is supposed to be arriving tomorrow morning, isn't he? So, yeah, I don't know what else to tell you, but I'm getting excited for Christmas. And the best part about having, like, I don't have my Christmas tree up yet. But it's funny because some people, that's all they do is the Christmas tree. I have the Christmas tree sitting over there in the box, and I have all the ornaments there because all the bins that I emptied and took all the other, like, ornaments that sit out and stuff, I put all that back up in the loft, like the empty boxes and everything else. But I have the literal ornaments over there, like things that you hang on the tree or just all that kind of stuff is still out. So I haven't done the tree yet, but one of the best things about decorating for Christmas or having the tree ready is that if you've bought Christmas presents all year long, or even right now, as you buy them, you can wrap them and put them under the tree. You have somewhere to put them instead of having to hide them around the house. So now you can put them under the tree. It takes up less room in your storage spaces or your office or wherever you're under your bed or wherever you're trying to hide all these things. So that's good. And then I need to make the list and make sure that who I've bought for, who I still need to buy for, and all that good stuff. Well, guys, November 30th. Is this day significant to anyone? I don't know. Don't know. Is my microphone still working? Oh, what did that say? 52 minutes? 51:25. So, anything specific? Let's see. Oh, I went to Jimmy. Okay, so me and Steve bought tickets for our daughter Amy and her husband James for Jimmy Carr, the comedian. We bought them last Christmas for them to go this November. And then when Steve said to them, don't forget that we have Jax, our grandson, this night, because so you guys can go to Jimmy Carr. Then Amy realized that she had double booked, that they were on holiday then, so they weren't going to be able to go to Jimmy Carr. So me and Steve were going to go, so the tickets aren't wasted, and enjoy Jimmy Carr. Well, Steve was sick and I don't know if I told you guys that either. He was like a week in bed sick, like really sick. And so he didn't go, he was too sick to go to Jimmy Carr. So me and my friend Samantha, the one that got me this little birdie, me and Samantha went to Jimmy Carr and really enjoyed ourselves. Not only did we enjoy him as a comedian, the night out and everything else, it was just really nice to have some time with my bestie, going to the city. We went to Stockport, which is just on the outskirts of Manchester. So yeah, that was enjoyable, and I would like more time with my friend Samantha. So enjoy time with family, time with friends, time by yourself, time being creative, time working hard to provide a better life for your family and yourself. Journaling is important. It was nice seeing all the family today, including our grandson Jackson. Allison and Ash and Finley couldn't make it because Ash had football. But we try to see everybody regularly enough that, you know, it's crazy how like your family goes from like these people, like my mom and dad and us siblings and our friends, and then it spreads out, and then like our friends have families and kids and siblings, and then our siblings have spouses and kids, and then people start having grandkids, and it's like these are still your people, but those people that are your people have their people. So like me and Steve have this family with our kids and grandkids, and this is our family, but then I still have my siblings and he still has his siblings and friends, and like it's weird how it all works out. There's so many people to love in life, and so it makes it so sad when you see people who have either made their own bed by pushing everybody away in life, or whether they just didn't have kids or nieces or nephews or whatever the story is. But when you see those people who are alone and have like nobody, it's hard to feel sorry for someone who's, like I said, who's made their own bed and pushed everybody away and has done that to themselves. But at the same time, it's kind of sad, and you're kind of like, how do you have nobody? How do you have no family, no friends, no one who cares? And I get that you get to a certain point, especially when you get older, that maybe all the people that you really cared about or your circle was small and everyone's passed away and you're still here. I don't know. But it breaks my heart to think of, when I think about how many people I care about and love and try to stay in contact with, and how many people care about me, it's so hard to think about being at the end of my life or older and not having anyone, not a neighbor, not a friend, not a relative, no one. That's just heartbreaking. So saying that, do you know who lives on your street? Is anybody there alone? What's their story? Why are they alone? Do they need somewhere to go for Christmas? Even invite them. Maybe they won't, they'll say no, but at least asking them might make a difference. I'm not saying just let anybody willy-nilly into your home, strangers into your house or whatever, into your private life. I'm just saying, maybe volunteer at old folks' homes or deliver Christmas presents or turkeys or things, meals, like just a Christmas dinner meals for people who live alone. Just maybe they just need a nice hot meal on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day or whatever. Like, what can you do to improve other people's lives? If we have everything like this, what can we do to give to the people who don't have what we have to make their lives just a little bit better? I mean, even a smile when you go out in public, if you look at someone and they look at you, just smile. Giving them a smile is something that is free, easy, and might make the whole difference in their day or life. So you never know who you're going to impact. Anyways, I'm going to go. Steve did not go to cards today. He is feeling better, but not enough of his mates are out tonight. So I am going to chill with him in a bit. But until then, I'm going to be getting some more decorating done because I just want it done. So during this, if it said slow connection, it keeps telling me that. So if I've gotten glitchy or slow, I'm really sorry about that. But we did do an hour, so yay. I am going to, before I go and finish the Christmas decorations and everything else, once I'm done this and it sets it live, it says it'll be ready in a few minutes on Facebook, then I'm going to save it and upload it to YouTube. So if you're watching this one and you want to see any of my old ones and you can't find them on Facebook, remember they're only on Facebook for 30 days and then they disappear. But I've uploaded all of these to YouTube, including last Monday's, not live, but still filmed me doing the recipes. That's a bonus that has never been on Facebook. I shared the link to YouTube onto my Facebook, but all of these are up on YouTube. They're flipped the right way so you can read the writing of anything that's on my shirt or on my books or whatever. And I've done a little bit of editing so it's a little bit more fun. Like I said, if I pop up like this, I can put something there and like a little sign that says, hey, love you guys, or whatever I want, because I know how to do that kind of stuff. And it doesn't take me as long to edit that as it did to edit the baking cooking one. But it's funny that Steve was showing me that there's like this lady doing like diamond paintings. And she was just filming herself live, talking and doing diamond paintings, and people watch this. I just don't get it. But at the same time, I mean, I'm always busy. So if people want to watch me scrapbooking, if people want to watch me working in the garden, if people want to watch me in the kitchen, if people want to watch me cleaning, because that's what I like to do most of the time, listen, I mean, I'm totally up for that, but it's kind of weird too. Like I said, that's why with the one on Monday with the recipes, I edited it and fast forwarded all the downtime of no talking or whatever, just listening to me breathe, because that can be really boring, even in double speed. So I don't know, whatever you guys want, tell me what your requests are. I did get a foot request actually. So I posted like my photo of the day, was like, I had my foot up like this and I had like a cute little sock on, and it was like, I can't remember what the photo of the day was, like, relax or so. I don't know what it was. But then somebody said on what's that one? Threads. I don't really go on Threads, but it said, can we see your full socks without your shoes on, or both feet with your socks without your shoes on, something like that. So I put my feet together like this with no shoes on and took a picture, and I said similar socks, but they're different pair today, because that picture wasn't taken today. And they just said, oh, those are cute socks, thanks, and have a good day. Basically, that was it. I was like, is this like but when I looked at their page, their threads and stuff, they were like a lover of everything socks. So I don't know if it was a foot fetish, a sock fetish, or if it was just somebody who appreciates socks. It's kind of, but those socks were really cute and cozy socks, so I get why they might like them. They're ones that Steve bought me for this weather. I'm just wearing short little trainer socks right now, like what we call them ankle socks. They call them trainer socks here because they call running shoes trainers, but I'm just wearing those today. because I actually, because the bathroom upstairs is in the middle of renovations and it's not done yet, there's like all this stuff in our bedroom that's in the way of one of my dressers. So I can't actually get to my sock drawers very easily. So even though I have like a bazillion hundred pairs of socks, I'm like having to like do my laundry more often, to do my socks so that I have more to wear, because I can't get to my sock drawer very easily right now because of the shelves that are in the way for the bathroom and all the bathroom stuff. Anyhowser, hopefully that's done this week too, but who knows? I love you guys. We will see you guys next Sunday for Christmas crafts. Love you guys. Bye.